Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode on the channel. In today's episode I decided to renovate Cottage MC. I was going for a really, European style. It feels, really homely or something like that. I don't know what it is. It feels like any film where they're like somewhere in Europe or something and it's like an old little cottage with like old things, like the old types of toilets I guess, or I don't know why I specifically said toilet, but I guess like old furniture and old counters and old everything. Yeah, I was kind of thinking of just like an old cottage that you'd like go to visit your grandma in, like stereotypical like old cottage in the middle of nowhere. The garden, I guess, is... I wish I positioned the build a wee bit better because the garden is like very like narrow in areas, and I wish I'd like moved the build up to the left hand side a wee bit more, just to have a little bit extra room in the garden. But yeah, I have to apologize for the lack of uploads this summer because I have 2 months to like myself and I didn't do much. My last 2 videos, the cafe church I did, that for whatever reason I built it in 3 days because I kept taking breaks and like not gave up, but like I was like I'll stop for today. But that for whatever reason had taken me a month to make. I don't know why. I didn't keep putting it off. I kept wanting to do it. I just never got around to doing it. Yandere video, it also had taken me a month, and I don't know why that had taken me a month. It's just the videos and the clips, they all just sit here on my computer and I just never get around editing them. And I'm hoping this year I can put a stop to that and actually, do them so I can have content to put out, because I have loads of ideas. I want to start doing machinimas, which I know I kept saying in my old videos, like, oh, I've got these machinimas planned, but I do. And I've had this machinima planned for ages, for seasons, and I never got around to doing it, which I'm really disappointed about because my seasons is kind of like, everyone's kind of over seasons at the moment, so like, but then I've got another one which I'm thinking of doing because it'll be a series, and it would probably be about 6 episodes. Don't know how long it would take me to make, don't know anything. Like I've got all the characters made, I've got everything made. It's just getting around to filming it, and I filmed like the first 10 seconds of it a few days ago, and I never realized how difficult it is to get the Sims to do what you want them to do, and it was only 30 seconds. So now I don't know how long that will take me to make, and you might see it next year, you don't know. I'm starting school on Thursday. I can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be great, getting up at 7 in the morning for school, not getting home until about 4. Can't wait. Yeah, but depending on when you see this again, because depending on when my internet decides to work, because but yeah, depending on when you see this, I could be either already at school, could be before school, don't know. I'm sure you'll find out. But you see, I'm kind of happy about going back to school, so I have stuff to talk about in my speed builds, because I have nothing really to talk about besides I went to see Mamma Mia 2, and oh my god, Mamma Mia 2, and Love, Simon are my 3 favourite films of all time. I despise musicals, but for every reason I love Mamma Mia. Don't know why. I love Simon just because it's so funny and just very sad. And Mamma Mia 2 and in Love, Simon I cried a lot because spoiler, Donna's dead, and it was oh, and it was throughout the whole film I was oh, I was enjoying the film, but it was kind of oh, Donna's dead, oh no, I'll never get to see Meryl Streep again in these films. Oh, and then Cher came along near the end, and I was whoop whoop whoop, clap clap clap, she sings Fernando, and I was oh my god, Fernando. But then Meryl Streep came back at the end. I'm not going to tell you how or why, but yeah, it was the heartstrings. And then just Love, Simon just in general, sad because he was outed by the a-hole at school who thought it would be a good idea to blackmail him. But yeah, I haven't really done much this summer besides, I went on holidays for a week down to Wicklow. That was fun. People down in Wicklow are a lot nicer than... No, people up here are nicer too, it's just the people I go to school with I don't like that much. But yeah, the people down in Wicklow, they're really nice, and the weather's a lot better. And then we went to a house that my uncle paid for, and my whole dad's side of the family all stayed in this big massive house. It was massive. It used to be owned by this family, I guess. Well, they still own it, but they just rent it out for people who are doing holidays. It has this bar in one of the rooms, and there's these shelves but when you push the bookshelf, there's secret rooms behind them. They're like falling, like there's like this sitting room, and it was amazing. Like the garden was beautiful, a wee bit overgrown, but amazing. Everything was surprisingly broken for such an expensive house to stay in. I broke the shutter knob thing, whatever the hell you call them, on my cousin's room. That was fun. What else did I break? I think that's the only thing I broke. Oh my god! I'm proud of myself. I only broke one thing. Wow. That's shocking. Well, yeah, that's the only thing that I broke. I think that's the only thing I can think of that I broke. Oh, before we left, we were just about to leave the house, and like I was like behind like one of the trapdoors, and all I heard was that like something shattered, and everyone was like, oh no, and I was like, what happened? It wasn't me. And then like I opened the trapdoor, and then as I opened the trapdoor, everyone else came in the room. It's just like there's glass, like crystal glass, like expensive glass, like on the floor, and we're like, ew. So we have no idea what happened, because my cousin went around and recorded it, and the glass fell from the shelf at the top. It fell, like how, why, how, what? Like it just down, it just yeeted it, it just fell. I don't know. Like haunted house had a glass fall, like 2 things that broke in the whole thing. Oh, and in my cousin's room, the room that I pulled the knob off of, there was this lock on one of the wardrobes, and I was like, what's in there? So I googled how to unlock a code lock, and I did it, and there was a bunch of old stuff in there. There was an original iPhone, there was an original iPad, there was a Game Boy, there was original Game Boy games, there was a Nintendo N64 with all its games, and I was shook. I was like, can I just like take all these home with me? And there's a bunch of like their medical documents in there too, but they weren't important. And then there was another like cupboard thing in the hallway that I also unlocked, but it was just a bunch of musty old clothes. Yeah, wasn't pretty. Oh, and the family, you're your stereotypical American, like, rich family. Like, it was so funny. The dad, he had, like, you know, like, the stereotypical mustache that every, like, stereotypical, like, 90s family back then in America had. The kids were stereotypical looking, like, brothers from America, and the mom was, like, stereotypical Kansas girl, like, it was amazing. But it was kind of weird because I had the pictures like everywhere throughout the house, like showing off how rich their lives were. They went skiing every year, and they went in their car every year. I like racing cars, not just like they just drove in their car like every year. Like I don't know. Yeah, it was an experience. I liked it, and I keep changing topic in all my videos, but whatever. I'm going back to school on Thursday, as I said, and I'm terrified because on the 14th of September, in like a week. Right? No, 2 weeks. I get my junior cert results back. Like, if I've passed everything, I'll be happy, but if I failed everything, then I'll not be happy. Like, I think this year is going to be my year, as in I don't care about anything anymore. I'm done with people, I'm done with the human race in general, to be honest. You see, I wanted to keep up history this year. But because it's my school doesn't realize that people keep geography and history up at the same time because they're 2 subjects that complement each other, and it's like, why would you put them on at the same time when everyone keeps those 2 subjects up nearly every year, and most people who do keep up one of the subjects probably have kept up the other. It's like, come on school, use what little brain cells you have to do something right for once in your existence. But yeah, instead I had to keep up biology. Yeah, that's 2 sciences I'm keeping up, chemistry and biology. I'd rather just be keeping up chemistry because that's I like exploding things. But I don't want to keep up biology because I'm terrified I'll get the bad teacher. Right, there's these, I think there's 2 or 3. I'm hoping I get the good teacher who I had for half the year last year for science, but she had to have a baby. But yeah, there's this one teacher, he is the definition of Satan, because his last year students were telling me that his students last year who are my friends were telling me that they were like, oh, he's a great teacher, blah blah blah. But the one thing they always complained about was that anytime someone didn't have homework done, he'd play violin music. Like at the start of class, he'd just start playing violin music, and it's just like, they thought it was funny. I'm like, nah. But anyway, one thing that they kept complaining about, that he kept getting the whole class in trouble. Oh, your boy's messed up. Oh no. I don't know how much of the video is going to look like that. Just like, you know, cropped off like that. I guess that happened, and I don't think filming. It must have happened when I edited all the clips together and rendered them out already, and that's what I'm doing it off of. And I guess at some point I fitted them to, you know, be like that. Oops. Oh well. But yeah, as I was saying, was that he had set a definition one day, and then the next day he would change the definition for that thing and expect you to know it when he hasn't told you it. Sweaty. I know you think you're entitled to bossing children about because you have a wee bit of paper that says you can do that. And I know from my past experiences of having me, because I had him in first year and he said my hardback wasn't good enough because it's from the pound store, or whatever. But listen, I know he thinks he's entitled because he's bald and everything like that. But listen, I won't take your crap this year. I don't care what happens, like, I don't care, I'm done, like, it's not my problem. If you, like, the thing is, I might try to move if there's a bit here. Can I, like, do French? Like, I haven't done French in 3 years, but, like, can I do French instead of being in his class? I don't care, like, I don't care if I failed the French, like, do I care? No. Like, really? Like, you change definition every day, and it's just, yeah, it's really just biology I'm terrified of keeping up next year. That and Irish. I don't want to do Irish. I hate Irish. I think everyone under the sun hates Irish. You speak to one Irish person, they will, if they're not keeping it up in university, they probably hate it. Because it's one of those subjects where it's 100% useless. Like, math is 50% useless to some people because they don't keep it up unless they're doing, like, engineering or something. Irish is 100% useless unless you're becoming a politician, which I was thinking about, but I don't really know because I don't feel like lying to people all the time. Yeah, it's really useless because no one keeps it up, no one does anything to do with it. Like, it's like, I don't even think for, like, a job as a politician, you just need to know some comprehension about it. I don't think you need to study it. Like, it's so pointless. It's a deadline, once just let it die. I know you're upset by how, like, it was killed off by the British, like, over the past 400 years, but I don't really mind. No one understands it. Like, only, like, what is it, 300,000 people actually speak it on a daily. 1 million people in the country only have some comprehension of it. But anyway, moving past that, why do all my rants just turn into how I hate things? Oh my god. Right, everyone, I'm going to cut off here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye! No, I've noticed something about my videos. They all end up me just ranting about things. Like, I think I need to, you know, change that.